Okay, so now I will talk about the estimation of escape velocity, which is an example of first order homogeneous differential equation. So let us talk about that. What is the meaning of escape velocity? Suppose we are on the earth and say it is earth, and it is the center of earth, and say it is radius of earth r. Suppose an object is thrown from here in the upper direction, then with what velocity it is thrown so that it never comes back to earth. Means, say if it reaches at this point with a particular velocity and it starts revolving around, it never comes back to earth. So what is the velocity of this object with which, if it is thrown upward vertically, then it never comes back, right? It never come back. So that velocity is known as the escape velocity. Otherwise, what will happen when we throw some stone upward, it again comes back. It will goes like this and it will goes like this, but a velocity will be, then it starts revolving around it. So that velocity with which if it is projected, that is known as the escape velocity. So we have to try to find out this velocity using the laws of gravitation, and means what we will use laws of gravitation and form a differential equation, and that equation will help me to visualize this concept. So say when the object is thrown with this, say at any time it is at this point, and say this distance is small r, and capital R is basically the radius of earth, and this distance is basically capital R, it is the radius of earth, right? So let us recall the law of gravitation first of all. So for that it's law of gravitation. First of all, let us consider that according to law of gravitation, because I am considering that object which is thrown from this point whose mass is small m, capital M is the mass of earth. So if this object at any time at this point, means one object is at this point and earth is at somewhere here, and its mass is capital M, which is this one situation, and its mass is small m, and say both are at a r distance apart from each other, then what is the force between these two objects, that is mass objects? So according to law of gravitation, gravitation, force between two objects is equal to capital G mm over r square. This is a very well known formula for us, but when it is here some force exerted on it, then it gets accelerated or deaccelerated. So when it is thrown upward, then it gets deaccelerated. So then according to Newton's second law, that net force is the mass and acceleration, So net force is mass and acceleration. So these both forces must balance each other. These two forces must balance each other. That means this mass into acceleration is gmm over r square, and this mass will cancel out with it. So that means net acceleration acting on the system is basically, it is g m over r square. And let us call, because g is constant and capital M is constant, so that means let us call it as k, and it is only r which is varying and a is also varying, so we can write down it as acceleration is equal to k upon r square, right? But as we know that acceleration is rate of change of velocity, so it can be written as dv over dt. So that means it is dv over dt is equal to k over r square, and it is nothing but it is equal to acceleration, right? So what does it mean? Since velocity is decreasing, means when body is thrown upward, its velocity decreases because body is moving against gravity. Body is moving against gravity, right? What is moving? That means at surface means when body is just projected, then this small r is capital equal to capital R, and at this point, means at the initial point, this acceleration is basically minus g. So therefore this minus g is equal to k upon r square, or we can say that this k is nothing minus g r square. Sorry, this is capital R, because what we have did, we have basically used here that r is replaced by capital R and a is replaced by minus g. So that's what we are getting here. So therefore acceleration, which is dv over dt, and it can be written as minus it is k upon r square, and k is basically, and k is nothing but minus g r square, as we have seen from here, upon small r square. But yeah, so but this dv over dt, it can be written as dv, because there is a change in velocity, not with the time, with the distances also. So that means this dv upon dt can be rewritten as dv upon dt dr into dr upon dt, and this dr upon dt is nothing but velocity. So that means it can be written as dv over dr, means v dv over dr is equal to minus g r square over r square. And this is nothing but this is a simple first order homogeneous differential equation. First order homogeneous differential equation, right? So let us try to solve this equation now. So let me go to the next page. Yeah, so the equation which we get here, it is v dv over dr. This is the first order differential equation which we have to obtain, r square over r square. So this is equation number 1, let us call it as. So let us use a variable separable technique. V dv is equal to minus gr square, it is dr over r square. So let us integrate these two. This is a constant, it can be taken outside the integral. So the integral of this, as we know that integral of x dx is equal to x square upon 2, right? Means or x raised to power n dx is equal to x raised to power n plus 1 over n plus 1, some constant is there. This is the formula which I am using here. So using this I can write down it as b square upon 2 is equal to what? It's equal to minus gr square, and it is r raised to power minus 1 over minus 1 plus say some constant, let us call it as c prime. So what it will be, it is v square is equal to minus 2 gr square, sorry, this minus will cancel out with it, so it is simply it is 2gr square upon 1 upon r plus c prime. So this can be simply written as c. So it is v square is equal to 2 gr square over r plus some constant c. So this is the equation which we are getting. So now our objective is to determine this constant of integration. So let us recall the initial conditions. When object is just thrown, let its velocity of projection will be v naught, and at this point small r is basically equal to the radius of earth. So that means this v naught square is equal to 2g r square over r plus c. We have applied this condition here, this r will cancel out with it. So that means this c is equal to, from here v naught square, this goes to this side, so it is minus 2gr. So this is the value of c which we are getting from here. So therefore if we substitute this value in this particular equation, then this equation will become, it is v square equal to 2gr square over small r plus v naught square minus 2gr. That's what we are getting. So when object is far away, means when the r is very large, and means when we throw some object from the surface of earth, it's a very large distance, it will never come back to here. Means the velocity at this point, at the highest point, will never be 0. Means it must be greater than 0 at this point. So that means when the r is very large, means when this r is very large, then 2gr square by small r, this term can be neglected, and then a condition will be there, this v square must be greater than equal to 0. greater than 0. So that means this v square is equal to 2g r square by r plus v naught square minus 2z r. It must be greater than 0. For large r, or in other words, mathematically I can say that if r approaches to infinity, velocity is greater than 0 when the r is very large. So at that case this can be neglected at that situation. So it means what does it mean? That means this neglected means this is very close to 0. So that means v naught square minus 2gr, it must be greater than 0 at that case. Or I can say that v naught square is greater than 2gr, or v naught is greater than 2gr, because velocity can never be negative, right? So it is the 2gr. But as we know that this small g is basically gm upon r. As we know that this small g is equal to this one. So if I put this value, so that means v naught must be greater than it's equal to 2gm upon r. Sorry, capital R is there. Yeah, 2gm upon r square. Sorry, it is equal to this one into r is this one, right? So yeah, this will cancel out with that. So that means v naught is greater than equal to 2gm over r under the root. So that's what we are getting here. And if we look a little bit more algebra here, then means this capital G is gravitational constant, and its value is 6.67430 into 10 raised to power minus 11 meter cube per kilogram per centimeter square. And capital M is the mass of earth, and it is 5.972 into 10 raised to power 24 kg, and capital R is the radius of earth, and it is 6.371 into 10 raised to power 6 meter. Then escape velocity must be equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. Means escape velocity must be always greater than this value. So this v naught is always greater than this value. That's what we can estimate. So here we have used the idea of the differential equation, right? So this is a way that how differential equation is used to solve various problems of mechanics. So in the next lecture I will talk about second order differential equations with constant coefficients, and I will talk about few examples from physics. So thanks for watching this.